Anna?
Hello guys, we are students of the Black Panther Party from the Star School. And I present to you the Colosseum of our fighting spirit, a tribute to the Black Panther Party's fierce will.
Let's go!
This stadium represents our constant fight for the community, people, and color, specifically the purple and red of our main fighters, gummy drops. In the center, our glorious and slightly sticky gladiators are armed with toothpick lances. They're here to show that we will always keep fighting for others, even if it means wobbling slowly across a sugar sand arena until a rival's gummy lance accidentally punctures their chewy side. A battle of revolution and deliciousness.
You all will win the award for the most bitter battle, okay? Most bitter battle. You got it? All right, guys. So moving from table 10 to table 9, we've got some pals here. We've got Dowville and friends. Who's pitching?
All right. In a faraway kingdom called Funky Town, a dancing queen with a heart of glass was focused on staying alive. Hearing a disco inferno, she built a disco castle of stone and glitter, definitely no hot stuff, and surrounded it with a moat of groovy baubles. Designers took I Want Candy literally. The village people called her the Freak, but there's no stopping her now.
Say this is the most groovy gumdrops, okay? This is going to get the most groovy gumdrops award. Congratulations, beautifully done. Let's give it up one more time. It's table 9. Okay, table 8. What do we have here?
So we are artists and feel no need to explain ourselves. That said, we feel that talking about architecture is like dancing about automobile parts. But that said, ours is a Frank Gehry inspired creation. And to the other tables, you can't just say Frank Gehry. You have to represent Frank Gehry. So this is us. We feel no need to explain it because it is in fact brilliant.
We have questions, and they will not be answered. And, okay, Plum, can you help me with this? We have this architectural nod here. What are we feeling for this table? Gorgeous. Most deconstructivist, and Plum gets to spell it. Okay, thank you, table 8. This is a longtime pal of ours, Bob Perkins. He has been whipping up gingerbread structures from day one. Okay, table 7 here. Carol Ann's team, what do we have? I will pass along a long way.
Alright, so the title of our structure is called The Dystopian Nightmare is Over. The Sawhorse Revolution Perfect! We have a poem to go with it. There once was a storm in the night where Trump smashed the House in a plight. But a Sawhorse Brigade stood up unafraid and rebuilt democracy right!
Wonderfully done, wonderfully done. Okay, table 7. Let's see it from above. I see, okay. Thank you, Jeff. Where's Plum? We are going to give them the most democratic award, okay? This is courtesy of Jeff Ford, thank you. He's been sitting in on it. What's What's the brown shatter? Hey, that's off market. That's gorgeous. Well done. That's a BYO material. Well done. Well done. Okay. Table 6, our friends from LMN, who will be representing.
So LMN has enjoyed this Sawhorse Revolution party so much. We came in here today, we didn't just want to participate, we wanted to absorb it. So like the 6 Christmas monks we are, we closed our eyes to everything around us, and we meticulously listened for all of the events happening. So from the light din to all the celebration out of sticks, to the little happy merriment gumdrops, we even matched all of the time calls with this wonderful tower here. And as the countdown crescended to the very end, you see our tower pull up here. So not only do we represent the team, we also represent the entire Sawhorse Revolution.
All of that, gorgeous. And all of that for me to give you a award for best use of sticks. Okay, best use of sticks. Bravo, LMN, longtime friends as well. Thank you so much for being here. All right, who is coming at us from table 5? Oh yes, okay.
We didn't have, this is up there, we didn't have lofty goals to be the tallest. We weren't worried about structure. We just made something with, so the theme is yes and, right? Yes and. And like there's no bad ideas in this. People just came, and we also thought that we had to use everything on the table. So we just kind of put everything in there. And so it's a maximalist, no bad ideas, everybody got to participate. It's all there. It's all there.
This is a really great collaboration at this table. Well done. And I mean, I want to just, it's so artful, it's so perfect, it's neat. And they're going to win, so I don't really need to waste any time with silly words. I'm gonna say most symmetrical. Most symmetrical award. Fantastic. But they, of course, would like to submit to the judges that they are the best. I'm just here to talk. Okay, table 4. Let's go.
Welcome to New York. It's been waiting for you. So in our lovely scene, we have our best friend Buddy the Elf passing through the 7 levels of the candy cane forest to the sea of swirly twirly gumdrops, and then he walked through the Lincoln Tunnel. We all have seen the movie. We know he was going to the Empire State Building to visit Skanska's office on the 37th floor. So we know there's more perils in New York City than just raccoons that don't want hugs. So we do have King Kong up here. He's abducted someone.
I've got to say, Best Buddy Award, the Best Buddy Award. Most cinematic. Has anyone else got any movie on? Okay. We're gonna give. I like Best Buddy. We're gonna give Best Buddy Award. Thank you, Stancy team. We have sort of a super group over here. We've got a team from Gaspars and B&B. What do we got?
We'd like to hold space.
At a Sawhorse Gingerbread Gala, and immediately off the bat, Alyssa said, "We're going to have to give you the most wicked award." All right. So now, how did it unfold that one DPR team didn't give me $600 to come to their table? Not cheaters. Okay, I like this. table 2, one of our fabulous friends from DPR, our premier sponsor of the night. Please make some noise for our premier sponsor. Once again, DPR, please tell us what he does.
Yes, no introduction needed. We are DPR. We are currently building a very tall building somewhere. And we exist to build great things, so we built the greatest, tallest building we could here, one that King Kong himself would be proud to climb with all of these sticks hanging off the side. So yeah, that's a tower.
That is gorgeous. Okay. First, we do need to give them their award, and then we need to debate this tall situation. Okay. Let's call it let's call it least accessible. Okay, but it's fun, you know. And if you're a giant Godzilla, then that's great. It is a beautiful tower. I'm having a moral quandary here because that is clearly taller in mass at a higher point, but what we have here is a taller cookie structure. So this is really, I'm gonna have the audience decide. Okay. I'm in charge here. Okay, if you think this is the tallest structure, make some noise. Make some noise. You think that was one structure? One more chance for that. Marcus, you're on the side. What are you hearing? We're giving it to DPR. That's right. We've ever had with the floppiest cookies that we've ever had on the table. So, bravo, well done, tallest structure. Now, my friends, the winner gets points from a bouquet. Okay, my friends, I am going to now pass it back for the live auction portion of the evening. Please welcome back to the door now.
To the live auction portion of the evening. First of all, here's a huge round of applause, everybody. Our next Sarah is going to come back for just a second to share a few things about the incredible work coming ahead with Star Wars in the year ahead and other relevant magical goodness. Sarah, take it away.
All right. Hello. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations on an incredible year at fundraiser. I think I heard people say, like, geez, it gets better every year. I was kind of like, yeah. So, congratulations, you participating in an essential part of Star Wars, which is getting together with a group of people, doing something a little crazy, a little creative, very hands-on, and see what happens. So, I'm super grateful you're all here. Again, I'm executive director and co-founder of Star Wars Revolution. You've heard presentations before, but also because we have some wonderful students coming out of the community speaker and software program in So I'm just going to talk a little bit about what software is, why we are, and what we're going to be up to next year. While all of your pages tonight are funding, we are a small but incredibly mighty organization, and we're just going to make a huge difference in our ability to do this work. So yeah, first I just want you to take in this photo a little bit, and the students look kind of happy, huh? They got tools in their hands, they're doing a project for their community, they're installing citizen hangers. What could be better? But I hate to tell you this, Seattle Public Schools does not support this kind of work. There are only 5 shop classes left in all of Seattle Public Schools. And if you're a young person in the city of Seattle, it's just highly likely that you will graduate school without having ever picked up a tool. So that's where Star Wars Revolution comes in. Next slide, please. Sawhorse Revolution is a local nonprofit that engages youth in designing and building projects for their communities, side by side with professional mentors and community volunteers. And our mission is to cultivate confident, community-oriented youth through the power of carpentry and craft. Next slide, please. We work with high school students. We recruit in schools across South Seattle, but we do reach in North Seattle from time to time, and it's our goal to make our programs as completely accessible as possible. Through transportation, we just got like a 15-passenger bus donated, so we have a new software bus around it. And we got stipend for all of our programs or community service hours. And so this week, we're just trying to build a different world for the construction and architecture industry. The picture behind me is a student at our current program at Panther Park. All the software are here. Next slide, please. And in engaging youth next slide. In engaging youth in design and construction, we don't only do sensitivity, by the way. We also take a hands-on experience with tools that is not very common to get, as I already mentioned. And working with tools has so many effects, as you already know. You overcome fear. You learn about materials. Honestly, you learn how heavy the world is. When you just look at something, it is an image. But when you pick it up and you work with it, it starts to become real. And we apply that methodology and that idea to make a difference in our communities. The idea of making a difference, working in community, is no longer just an abstraction. It's no longer do something different. And the city around you is no longer just an abstract world that doesn't want you to be part of it. It is something that you can get into, that you can design, that you can build. Next slide, please. And as I was reflecting on what to say, that wouldn't just be like, we built over 80 projects. In our 15 years of existence, we've worked with over 1,500 youth, hundreds of community and corporate partners. And I think what lasts at the end of it is just the images of these projects and then what they represent. I say it once, I said it again, but every project that we do has the work of the people who made it. It has part of it. The students, mentors, the community partners, all of that is a collaborative evidence of people who work together. So whether you have the African Town Center shed on the right or Danny Blue on the left, like, I'm happy to take coffee and just tell you about all the people and all the learning that happened at each one of these structures. Next slide, please. So when we go to change our communities, when we work in acts of creativity to make things different at any rate and hopefully better, we actually leave these structures behind us as lasting testaments to that work. So maybe you've seen Estevitas Library in the Central District, which now offers events like every single day, has thousands of books on race and social justice, or maybe you've been lucky enough to go to School Farm and see the crazy Dream Archive, which I think is to date the most mythical structure we've ever built. But all of these are just testaments to human relationships, human effort. I just want to thank everybody who's ever been part of Sawhorse for everything we've done. And we look forward to 2026. So let's take a quick preview. Next slide. Okay, I know that I've said this the last 2 years, but we are going to finish Hip Hop and Scream next year, officially. It's 100% planning for this big opening party, so sign up for our newsletter, make sure that you're following, because this community kitchen will open alongside a container garden that's 2.5 acres worth of food and about 100 square feet. So it's absolutely crazy. It's a beautiful project. It's been way bigger than all of them. Next slide. On the smaller scale, we're again working with Black Star Farmers. We at Tenpenny Studio, students did a design kind of charrette program, tailoring different ideas for a really creative, welcoming greenhouse. So what you see behind me is some storyboarding and storytelling that is dead. Next slide. Also, of course, Black Panther Park, we've been hearing about. Our youth are designing, and it's a little, I just have the construction drawings, but they're building a little free library and a little food pantry to go onto the site to honor and bring forward the work that the Black Panther Park has done. And this park is in Skyway, collaboration with Nurturing Roots and Stone Soup Gardens. We're also working with United Indians of All Tribes Foundation, also including our mentors, and we are doing a gathering space in one of their outdoor areas. This is not it, but just they raised our. Next slide. And then we're also going to be building a hay depot for Sariwa Farm if everything works out well. It's a traditional Filipino structure that can be lifted and carried because they work in the floodplain and they actually just have like a 5-year lease on their farm. And so they want to create a structure with sawhorse youth that honors that and is mobile, transportable, all that. So really excited about new kind of construction. Next slide, please. And that's it. So that's our 2026 slate. Program manager and one of the members of Blackstar Farmers, Marcus Henderson. So give them a
Well, all right. We're staying with us in this place. So yeah, first off, just thank you, Sarah, for the introduction. I'm grateful for the opportunity to share some thoughts. As folks know, I tend to have a lot and then you get a little deep. So prepare yourself, you might feel some things, and that's what this is about. Okay, so we'll have fun here. So, as you know, I'm part of Blackstar Farmers. I often have to wear a lot of hats. This kind of gets into what I'm going to say earlier, but today I'm going to try and hold all of those hats in this conversation and share something that's coming up in all the spaces that I've been interacting with this year. I was going to talk about programs, but my students are going to nail that. I think that's a huge part of why I still relate to Sawhorse is because of what happens inside of those programs. The revolution happens there, not the structures, it's the relationships. Well, what I'm going to talk about today is accountability. It's something that I think a lot of us speak to, but don't really truly understand. And this year I had an opportunity in all the spaces I've been to really start to understand what true accountability really looks like. A lot of that has to do with this system that we're in that's called capitalism. In our attempt to meet the demands of capitalism, we often give up our wholeness. We compartmentalize ourselves and make each other feel small. We hide parts of ourselves that heteronormative spaces won't accept in order to survive. We ignore others' experiences in order to achieve preconceived, often one-sided objectives. Accountability, true accountability, requires us to create space for the wholeness of each other's feelings, emotions, and experiences. In our wholeness, we connect to each other. We leave behind the toxic individualism that's so critical to capitalism's success. And in doing that, we reintegrate with the collective, with the whole, with communities. There is a reason all of you come here. Sawhorse seems to do an amazing job of creating a space in which all of you can leave behind the stresses of work. You can show up together and relate to each other as humans. You can dream about the future. And you get to support this amazing organization called Sawhorse Revolution that stands in its values and shows up for community.